And what's up, everybody? Once again, it's None Defense in volume 2 of the Dead End Winning Streak Comes to a Dead End mini-series, or something, I guess, if you want to call it. As close to a continuous storyline as you're ever going to get on this channel, I suppose. So yesterday, after we were undefeated against Dead End, I believe we counted back 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we were 5-0 against Dead End when starting yesterday. 5-0, and yesterday we came 5-1. It happens. Well, it finished this morning, so whatever. You know, the last stop doesn't matter. So we have, according to the conveniently placed toilet paper that I have nearby, this episode is going to focus on Strategize and Boomtown. Strategize, beating that is a personal point of pride and interest that I definitely want to look at and really break down. So we're just going to kind of run through Boomtown. I don't recall it being like super difficult. I mean, you know, took some stuff, they all take teamwork, you know what I mean? They all take, you know, good effort from everybody to do what they do. But we're going to really look at I really want to look at Strategize. It just seemed like, you know, this one, while yes, it was difficult, but it seemed like calling the plays on it was fairly simple. So we knew that we were going to be putting some girls in there to be clearing that section. You know, we knew we were going to be probably running some Scorchers, I think we went with back there to get through all of that. I know HB went back there at some point, so we're going to look at it, you know. So just dropped a little hookah action there, nothing fancy. Okie dokie. Dawn 2. Nope, wait. Yep, Dawn 2. So I did that, and then Dawn 2 went in. Okay. Oh, what time is it? It's 11:57. Let's make a point to stop this video by no later than 12:30. Okay? No later than 12:30. That'd be about a 35-minute video. Gives us plenty of time to look at this. Alright. So, Dawn, brilliant use, brilliant smoking, getting everything right up there, ready to go. Doing your business, handling it well. Pop, pop, pop. You know, now he's making some extra action happen. Thank you so much for that. You know, just maximizing what he can do. You know, maximizing his opportunity. Great work. Great work. Outstanding. Outstanding. If it could be, you know, a little more critical, he could have flared back there towards the end of that, and then a bit, whatever. It was a great run. Nobody's going to watch that and say it wasn't a great run. It just, you know, could have been a little better, but couldn't they all be a little better? All of them. All right, Nate Boom Boom, I want to thank you so much for bringing your Scorchers on deck at the right time, as always, working with the team, working with the flow, showing us how it's done. And thank you in advance for being willing to bring Nate Dogg and Ling over for a deep cut on Friday. We appreciate that. Now, I'm operating on the assumption that you're going to do that, I'll be honest, but, I mean, you've always done it, you know, so I just assume you're going to do it again. We'll find out if you do. You know, maybe for some reason you can't, and if that's the case, hey, no problem. So, you know, this is a Scorcher attack for you. It looks like shit, but when it's all done, you know, some things happened. You know, and that's what that's a Scorcher attack for you. But you have to set it up. You have to understand that going into a cluster of cannons or snipers with Scorchers isn't necessarily something that you want to do. You know what I mean? So, you know, be judicious in your decisions and the timings and the wins and the whys. So we're looking at Boomtown still, and we're doing okay. Who did we just look at? Wait, that was Nate, right? Alright, well, let's stick into Boomtown. Alright, Mr. Irvin, driven by a hillbilly, HB. So now that that's been kind of taken care of, HB's going to deliver his own brand of German justice. He lives in Germany, but he's not German. He is a member of the United States Army. He is of European descent. Like, is that the politically correct way to say that he's a white guy who lives in Germany? But he speaks German. Like, he does his thing. Like, his family's there. I think his wife is German. So I'm assuming, like, he went over there. I don't know the full story, but I'm assuming that he, like, went over there as a part of a tour or something, a military tour, and just really, enjoyed kicking it with the, with the Germans. Man loves his Germans. So cool. He hangs out with the Germans. I think it's awesome. I love having all the, just the diverse storylines and, different interesting cultures and backgrounds, to fall upon as we're just make casual conversation when we're not in hardcore. Let's focus on the op mode. We are not going to, what's today? Wednesday? So we're going for deep cut on Friday. May end up having to be Saturday depending on the intel. We'll see. We'll just see. So we will see. Boomtown Hillbilly. Alright. So Irvin did that, and then Hillbilly came in a little bit later, so he ended up backing himself up. Let's watch that. It's going to be a long walk, fellas. To pass the time, I'd be happy to hum you a tune from, one of your favorite Broadway musicals. I personally am a big fan of the movie, the Broadway play Chicago. Well, the movie, I never saw the actual play. Maybe you guys have seen the play. How's this looking? Hey, that's a pretty good move there at the end. Well, that was tight. That was tight. Let's see, what else can we talk about as we're just kind of waiting? Because clearly y'all don't want to hear about Chicago, because nobody told. I used to live in Chicago, well, right outside Chicago. It was when I left Mississippi. Before I left Mississippi for like good, and I ended up going back. But when I thought was going to be leaving, the first time I left Mississippi for a long time, I had bounced around a little bit, spent a little time in Texas and a couple other places throughout Mississippi. Hung out in Louisiana a lot, in New Orleans specifically. That's where my dad lived. So thank you so much for that, Hillbilly. And we're looking at Boomtown, 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 Boomtown. As you can see, Strategize took a lot of juice. A lot of juice. Raul. This is Big Raul. Not to be confused with Baby Raul. So, what did he do? I don't even think I've watched this attack, so let's have a look. It lasted 1 minute and 50 some odd seconds. So, something happened. Okay. Gonna drop a smoke. Okay. Going over there. It's flaring there. What's he doing? What happened here? Oh, okay. He missed a shock or something. Gotcha. Alright, it happens. Good effort. Good run. I mean, you almost got it. Like, you almost got it. And then None Defense went a few hours later, and that was driven by me. This was unboosted. None is, again, just frighteningly low on powder right now. Working on that. I've replaced a couple of my Resource Reward statues with Power Stone Chant statues, and whatever. Like I said, I got to continue Operation Upgrade Offense, but I also have to start working the side mission of Operation Build Up Power Powder. So I'm running over there. I'm kind of just clearing this side. I didn't want to stand here because I didn't want to accidentally trigger an unintentional rocket. So I think all in all, my placement and working with the with what I had available, I think all in all it went well. So I'm not too much to criticize, considering. If I was fully boosted, I'd have just went for a straight up PMP. That'd have been much easier. Alright, let's look at the time. It is 12:04. I said we were going to stop this thing at 12:30, so that means we have 26 minutes to discuss one base. Well, we may need 26 minutes to discuss one base. Wow, is this really going to be that long of a video? Because, I mean, we started, but, I mean, I guess I know I've posted longer ones. Whew. Alright, here we go. Here we go. We're looking for strategize. So, Bone. He started things off. Little 4-minute attack. He's running grenades over here. Just going to start clearing things off. You know, I mean, yeah, it was a good run. It was a good run. Long run. You know, it was a long run, and just took forever. So, again, like, these are the moments that if you want me to start telling more stories, I can do so. I grew up in Meridian, Mississippi. It's right on the border between Mississippi and Alabama, about midway through the state. It's a major interstate system, I-20, that runs right through Meridian. Yep, so that's where I grew up, and it was good. I got no beef with my upbringing. I kept to myself a lot. Spent a lot of time hanging out in the woods, but not like hunter-gatherer in the woods. I was more like hang out, chill out, you know, place to go to sneak and smoke cigarettes, things like that. You know, whatever. I didn't get in too much trouble until I committed arson. Oh, I didn't tell you about that. That's a story for another day. Strategize. So I really am curious just how we got here. I know it took a lot. This is Grublet. This is Grublet. So just running all Zooka on Grublet. This is just an all Zooka Grublet. That's what it looks like when you run 14 Zookas there. So again, and this isn't. I have stronger accounts at this that could have done better. You know, lower level accounts, but would have done more just because they have more troops and such. So again, this was an intentional handicap. An intentional handicap. So there you go, Grublet. We are the result of our decisions. Okie dokie. So that was Grublet. We're sticking to strategize. Strategize. Kaboom. Kaboom. What happened, Kaboom? What did happen? Oh, that's right. We were trying to get him over there. It didn't quite work out. We're just going to fast forward. And again, for the sake of teaching, I ran a follow-up attack after this one. You see what happened is he accidentally targeted that power cell and he didn't realize it. And again, just for the sake of teaching, I was just like, hey, Kaboom, you know, oops, it happens, but let me go ahead and just show you what was supposed to happen, so that way you kind of understand it and you can see it better and such and such. Now, he did clear those mines for me, which, you know, didn't hurt. You know, it certainly didn't hurt that they were clear. So, and then I got in there, snuck up, shocked that, blah, 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 blah. I misshocked one of the rockets, ended up having to use 2 shocks. I only technically needed 1, but what can you do? That's how it went. Alrighty, so Blueberry on strategize. We're sticking to strategize. That's what the toilet paper is telling me. Luna, I want to thank you again so much for coming and being a part of this and helping out with some intel and doing some, you know, pretty standard attacks. We just saw this and we're like, hey, just go ahead and see about getting rid of all these cannons. Just to open it up. You know, now, again, a super max, super boosted player, you know, be like, oh, well, they can sneak past that, and they definitely can. But isn't it easier? Can't we all just agree that it's easier when you don't have to? You know, when you can just drop your troops without having to worry about getting shot? Like, to me, just having that is worth every attack. Just open the beach, man, because so much can go wrong when you have to drop under fire. So much can go wrong. So it's about percentages, playing the percentages. Pearl Cell on Rogue. Pearl just left the team. He left us. He's going to go wherever That's My Boat is, and it's possible that Storm IQ is going to go with him, and so be it. Because honestly, Pearl, we didn't want you to do this. I hated that you did this, but you did. I'm giving you full credit because you did show up in chat and ask. That was an unfortunate moment where I wasn't available to help you. However, this wasn't in the notes, and the notes covered this, so I was kind of like, well, dude, thank you again for asking, but the notes, aren't asking for this. We're not trying to do this. Like, we needed this to go, like, so you see what I'm saying? Like, this wasn't a productive attack, Pearl. So it wasn't productive. Like, I don't know what to tell you. So again, I'm sorry that we're going to lose, any intel that you get, and you've had some good attacks, but you left the team, and the team has to roll forward without you, and that's what we'll do, because that's what we've done, and we'll just no reason we're gonna just suddenly stop. All right, TR, he is. I don't think I was around when this happened. What's he doing? Excuse me. A little yawn there. Let's fast forward. Okie dokie. What are we doing? Just so I can say we said it, might as well fault this stuff since you were right there, TR, but whatever. What's the plan? Just clearing all this side. Clearing all this side. Alright, cool. Cool. There's still the question of, wait, did I miss an attack? I must have missed an attack because because Bort got back there. Didn't he? Didn't Bort get back there? Yeah, he got back there. So how did I miss an attack? There it is. Okay, cool. Found it. Alright, so right before that, Bort went in and managed to get that. No, because it's already gone. Okay. Like, what is happening here? Did I skip over like a bunch? Is that what happened? Pearl soon. Wait, did I just jump bases? Is that what happened? Well, this is embarrassing. Okay. I'm really confused. So, I know we looked at Kaboom. Right. What happened? So did I show Blueberry? I think I showed Blueberry. Well, this is embarrassing. Yeah, I got those. That's right. Okay. And then... Okay. I'm really confused. Luna Bliss did that. Okay, did I miss... Somebody got rid of that fucker. Who was it? Boom. Man, I'm sorry to waste so much time and that I've gotten confused on this issue. But this matters. Like, we need to be able to duplicate this, so we got to show it. There he is. There he is. Fuck. Jesus, Bart. Alright. So this is Barty McBortface. Sorry about the delay, everybody. But I really wanted you to see how he pulled this off, because it looked pretty good to me. I do know that he said that he got rid of one of his resource reward statues specifically to run this account. So that's dedication. Thank you so much, Bart. I don't know if I'd have done it, but what have you? Maybe you had like a max one in storage, so you knew you could back yourself up. I don't know what the story was, but either way, you did it, and thank you. So that was that. All right, and then we looked at Luna already. So then I didn't mean to click on Pearl, right? Okay, so when I watched Pearl Sales attack, I'm sorry, that was a mistake. All right. So, but what I said was true, and we're going to look at Rogue in its own video. Okie dokie. Let's check the time. We're closing at 12:30, so I've got 15 minutes. Alright, so Bort Jr. is, again, opening up the beach. Setting up right there, getting rid of those SLs. He had a little mishap there, but in the end managed to get those. So he was not satisfied. He intended to get all of this, and it didn't quite work out the way that he anticipated. But what can you do? What can you do? So a little mistake there. Then TR went in. Okay. So we were looking at that already, and what he got like kind of over here. Let's just fast forward. Man, so I try to keep these videos thorough and, you know, relevant kind of, and like try to not get off on tangents and stuff. I really do try, guys. Like, I hope you can at least acknowledge that effort goes into that. I just fail at it sometimes. I'm a failure. Alright, Thanatos is TR's second account, but I think we're back on track. It feels awfully smooth now. Okay? Awfully smooth. So smooth. The smoothest it's ever been. Good landing. Okay, intends to get rid of that. I wasn't online at this time. This was in my off hours. I don't really know what the general plan is. This is the first time that I put eyes on this. I do like to look at these for the first time live, because I find if I show you an attack when I've already seen it, I find that my commentary becomes much more stale on it. Is that weird? It's just it's just a weakness that I've noticed in myself, that I do usually much better commentary when this is the first time I've seen it, and that's why I do it that way. For talking about the attacks that don't happen when I watch live, the ones that that's pretty good. Good job. The ones that I watch live, I don't, because that way I have something to talk about. You know, I can talk about what was happening at that time on the team, who was discussing what. That was a Bort attack, by the way. I'm just kind of looking at them. We're not really, I mean, basically we're just clearing the left side. Hey, I knew somebody was going to get those eventually. Good job. Good job. Just setting up for what? I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be some type of PNP. He's just clearing everything off. Like a 6 o'clock. Nice work, nice work. Okay. Alright. Gotcha. So basically, as we're watching this, and again, I love losing I hate losing operations, but I love losing operations because we always get stronger. We always find a way to learn more or whatever. And, you know, for every, you know, guy who that we have to kick for inactivity or not playing with the team or whatever that we kick, we can always find, you know, 1 to 2, 1 and 2, and sometimes 3 to replace them. You know what I mean? So again, we have always gotten stronger. So this was Silence, driven by Bort. Those 2 previous attacks were Braun. Thank you so much, Braun. You know I love you, even if I forget to call your name sometimes. Let's see. Still don't know the plan. Doing kind of the backwards thing there. Ah, he's going for those. Okay, gotcha. I'm rooting for you, Bart. I'm rooting for you. You can do it. You can do it. No, you can't do it. You never had a chance. Failure. That was a nice try, though. Nice try. Great try. Alright. Then TT. Let's see what he did. I thanked TT earlier. I had bumped into him in chat. Very rare opportunity that I get a chance to speak to him directly, but you know, I thanked him. He always on these really hard ops, when it's easy to just kind of, you know, get intimidated and say, you know what, fuck it, I'm not going to attack. It's just too hard. He always sneaks in. He always, you know, just quietly goes about handling his business. Just quietly does his job. Nothing to it. Okay, so he almost got 2 SLs, and then he threw, you know, some bombs on the shield generator in the back. Basically, what I'm looking for as I'm watching this is I'm just want to think, next time it comes up, like, how can we streamline this process? How can we, you know, get this same stuff done in less attacks? You know what I mean? So we're just dropping some bombs back there, you know, and Peters knows the drill. Sometimes on this team, it's just better to just say, fuck it, and bomb it. Alright, so what are we going to do with our troops, Peters? Let's fast forward. Time check. 12:19. All right, as soon as this base is over, we're just going to go ahead and wrap the video up. All right, so we're still just kind of clearing things off. Okay. Good deal. Good deal. Might be some of these attacks might be better suited for hookah, so we might want to consider. And of course, El Borto gets disconnected. So again, so we just shot ourselves in the foot there. So again, another reason to feel good about the team play is because we lost Bort. We started the op with a Bort, and we lost Bort. So there you go. Just something else to feel good about. I mean, it's frustrating when that happens. It fucking sucks, but it happens. It happens to a lot of us. So, wait, how did I get on Boomtown? What happened here? We're on Strategize. Gosh darn it. Strategize. Alright, Shu, like, I don't know how much you're paying attention. I don't know really what's going on, but I don't think you're going to be with us much longer, I'm afraid. Sorry. But we'll see. I mean, just the intel has been kind of low, and I hate to be that guy. Everybody knows I hate to be that guy. I don't want to be that guy. Just, you got to do what you got to do. But everybody who helped out and really focus on some really good, clean, solid attacks, thank you for getting us to a point where Cully could come in and wrap it up. Wrap it up, Cully. Show us how we did it. He's doing the big, long beach flare there. Smoking in position. Getting set at the 6 o'clock with the double smoke. Nice use of critters and shock, man. And a little just to cover up to show how humble he is. He chose to hide under smoke rather than taking a bow. So there you go. That's Cully for you. Alright, so we're going to wrap this video up. So those are the last bases. So in the next video, we're going to take a little break, and the next video is going to be all about rogue. Just rogue. I mean, there's plenty of attacks to look at on just rogue, and that's ultimately the base we could have beaten Waterloo instead at the end when we decided it was time to only beat one. We could have easily beaten Waterloo, but props to the team for saying, no, fuck it. If we're going to beat one of these bases, let's beat rogue, just because we're tough and we don't take shit off nobody. Alrighty. So, as always, friends, please remember that we are still unboomable, and as always, please, please, please be safe. Thank you.